Leaders from across Europe, NATO and the EU met in London to discuss how to get support for Ukraine back on track. This summit was scheduled several weeks ago. Prime Minister Trudeau had not planned to attend, but after Friday's debacle in the Oval Office, he made the journey for this very public showing of support for President Zelensky. It was agreed the UK, France and others will work with Ukraine on a plan to stop the fighting, with a coalition of the willing as a peacekeeping force. But Prime Minister Trudeau wouldn't confirm if we'd see direct Canadian military involvement.
Canada has looked at the ways it can best help, and as I've said a few days ago, everything's on the table. We know that the Canadian military has ways that it can contribute. We're not going to get ahead of the discussions on how to keep a peace that isn't yet in place. But Canada will be there and is open to doing what is necessary.
Prime Minister Starmer was more forthright in his support, pledging almost $3 billion Canadian dollars in financing to Ukraine for British-made missiles.
The UK is prepared to back this with boots on the ground and planes in the air. Together with others, Europe must do the heavy lifting. But to support peace in our continent and to succeed, this effort must have strong US backing.
Zelensky finished his trip meeting with King Charles, the biggest diplomatic show of support the UK can make, and one it hopes, given Trump's deep affection for the royal family, will resonate with him. Before flying home, Zelensky seemed hopeful he could win Washington back. Regardless of what happened before, we are constructive. If we agree a minerals deal with the US, it will be signed. From our side, we are ready to sign. I honestly think the United States will be ready as well. President Zelensky returns to Ukraine tonight with plenty of pledges of support, but without that key minerals deal he was expecting when he left as the basis for a ceasefire. Indeed, the future of his country feels even more uncertain.